Hello everyone. Today our new topic is collagenopathies. Collagen and pathies. Pathies means any type of disorder. Now what is collagen? Collagen is basically a fibrous protein which is present in abundant in the animal body, and in humans also we have abundant storage of collagen fibers. Collagen and elastin, these are two very important fibrous proteins present in the extracellular matrix. Okay. Now see, for understanding the two diseases over here, one is the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and another one is the osteogenesis imperfecta, we have to understand some basic point regarding the biosynthesis of collagen. First, importantly, collagen, where is it formed? It is produced in the fibroblast cells, which are special types of fiber producing cells of the connective tissue. It can also happen in the osteoblast and also in the chondroblast, because bones also require this collagenous covering, because we have something that is called as the periosteum, perichondrium. These are having the white fibrous connective tissue which mainly has a higher percentage of collagen present inside. Now see, collagen is actually existing in the tertiary form, and it is a triple helix structure where we mostly see the alpha polypeptide chains. They are basically they are present in the triple helical model. Most common form is the type 1. Type 1 collagen is the most common one, but it has only two subunits. One is the alpha 1 and one is the alpha 2. But we will actually find more than 25 varieties of collagen. Okay, like type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, like this. So for understanding the biosynthesis of collagen, we have to understand that it has basically two amino acid groups which is present in most abundance. That is, one is the proline and one is the glycine. Okay, now see the formation. There are several steps. We are not going to discuss in details about them. One is the pro-alpha chain formation. Then most important one is the hydroxylation. Then we have the glycosylation, assembly and secretion. Also we have the extracellular cleavage of pro-collagen, collagen fibril formation and cross-collagen formation. So there are few steps that we have to have a very brief idea of this. Most important one is the hydroxylation. Now hydroxylation, here molecular oxygen and vitamin C, these two substances are required. Other than that, iron is also required in the ferrous form. Now what is the function of vitamin C? For that we have to understand there are two hydroxylase enzymes that are required. One is the prolyl hydroxylase and one is the lysyl hydroxylase. Okay, so vitamin C is actually a coenzyme. The vitamins are actually acting as a coenzyme. So vitamin C, this coenzyme vitamin C will actually help in the hydroxylation, okay, of the proline and the lysyl residues. But what will happen? It is required for keeping the iron present in those hydroxylases. The enzymes have iron present, and that iron has to be kept in the reduced state, that is in the Fe+2 state, and for that there is requirement of vitamin C which will help in that process. So that was requirement of vitamin C, and we all know that due to deficiency of vitamin C there will be no proper hydroxylation of collagen, and automatically collagen fibers will not be formed as such, and that will result in something we call as, from the very childhood classes we have been taught about this thing that is called as your scurvy, bleeding gums. Now why does this happen? This happens because of deficiency of vitamin C, because vitamin C is acting as a coenzyme. Now if this hydroxylation process is not happening, then automatically collagen is not formed, and for that reason there can be something called as ecchymosis. Now that will be basically bluish and reddish bruising of the skin. There will be some scars produced because of the loss of fragility of the capillary walls. The capillary walls will become very much weak, and automatically they will rupture, releasing blood. So there will be chances of bleeding and hemorrhage also. So that was the function of ascorbic acid or vitamin C. Now coming on to cross-link formation, the last step. Here the cross-link formation requires lysyl oxidase. This enzyme is required which requires the cofactor, that is copper ions. Now see, there can be deficiency of copper ions, just a fact that there can be deficiency of copper ions, or there can be an excess or surplus of copper ions. So deficiency, for that we'll get to see X-linked Menkes disease, that will be X-linked disorder, and for overload we'll find Wilson's disease. Okay, these are just two facts that we'll come to know over here, and we are not going to details about this. Coming on to the two main collagenopathies, one is the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and another one is the osteogenesis imperfecta. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is caused due to the deficiency of lysyl hydroxylase enzyme. Okay, there can be enzyme deficiency, so you can understand that there might not be proper biosynthesis of this enzyme, and that's why it is of course deficient. And if hydroxylation does not happen, then collagen structural integrity will not be provided, and automatically collagen will have higher chance of rupture, means the molecular fragility will be lost and the molecules will get shattered. So talking about the etiology or cause, one is the deficiency of the enzyme and another one is the mutation of the amino acid sequence. Okay, it can happen for the type 1, type 3, type 5, type, like these different types of collagen can get affected. And now coming on to the clinical feature, what actually happens is that the skin becomes very fragile. The skin in our young age, we find that the skin is quite tight, but with progression of age, slowly we'll find that the skin becomes quite loose and lax. That means it becomes quite fragile. So if that thing happens at a very early age, we have to understand that there might be some collagenopathy. There can be any sort of problem in the biosynthesis of collagen. So here in case of type 5 collagen less formation or defective formation, we will find there will be skin extensibility and fragility. Skin will become very much fragile, means it will be very much prone to worn and tear. If a small injury is there, the skin might start bleeding, the skin might get shed off and bleeding can happen. Like this, the skin will become extra fragile, and there will also be hypermobility of the joints. Okay. If there is any sort of defect in the biosynthesis of type 3 collagen, then we will find which is a type of which is quite fatal. Here in this case, the arterial rupture will be there. The artery inside, there will be hemorrhage because of the arterial rupture. Because as we said that these arterial walls, then the coverings of bones, muscles, all these have this collagen fibers present. And if this collagen is not properly synthesized, then automatically the structural integrity will be lost. So that's why there will be, this is autosomal dominant disorder, and this arterial rupture is quite fatal. Then coming on to what is meant by dominant negative effect. As I have told you that there can be mutation of the amino acid sequence. So you can understand that if there is one mutant present, then that will cause the entire degradation of the triple helix structure, and there can be entire destruction of collagen rapidly in the body, which can cause this disease. Then coming on to the next disease, that is osteogenesis imperfecta. Osteogenesis means process of bone formation. So we can understand that there will be imperfect bone formation. The bones will become very soft and brittle also. The etiology of the cause, here we see that the dominant mutation of type 1 collagen, which is the most common type of collagen. So in this case there will be mutation, and for that, as I have told you, that glycine and proline, these are the two most abundant amino acids in collagen structure. So this hydrogen that is present in the glycine, that will basically be replaced by bulky side chains, and automatically there will be mutation and the structural integrity of collagen will be destroyed. For type 2 collagen defect, there can be lethal in the perinatal period also. That means these things actually start from the very childhood because of the enzyme deficiencies that happen. And there can be severe pulmonary complications also, because collagen is very much important in that case also. Then we're talking about the type 3 collagen defect. There can be multiple fractures during birth. When the delivery is happening, at that point of time there can be multiple fracture, because if collagen is not there, then you imagine the bones that will be present, that will be very very soft bones, and they will be prone to rupture and also damage. The arterial walls can rupture, and at the same time the bones can actually get damaged, they can be fractured. Okay, the height will remain short, because when there is collagen defect, then growth hormone also can't act properly, and the height will also remain short. Then there can be spinal curvature, that is kyphosis, lordosis, scoliosis. Different types of spinal curvatures can also happen, and blue sclera is common symptom that we get to see. Okay, so these were the certain causes and also the clinical features of osteogenesis imperfecta. Coming on to dentiogenesis imperfecta, in this case the teeth will also be not formed properly, because teeth also, it has the crown that we get to see, the enamel portion, enamel, dentine. The enamel portion mainly, these have higher rates of collagen, and also the dentine. Okay, they also have collagen, and also the pulp, which has this type of blood vessels present, so their collagen's amount is very much. If biosynthesis of collagen doesn't happen properly, then automatically the formation of teeth, bones, muscles, blood vessels, all will be disrupted. So these were the two diseases that we studied under collagenopathies. Thank you.